on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of.
Rashad Jennings, he's all alone. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings, 69 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And his kick is good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Wide open receiver complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards.
Statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
Rashad Jennings, he's all alone. Touchdown, Giants. Rashad Jennings with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard.
Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Complete. This is Lewis. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here, the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches, now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. That ties him with his former LSU teammate Jarvis Landry for most catches for a receiver in their first 3 years in the NFL.
And just think about it this way. LSU is known as a running back factory as well. So wide receivers coming into the league and doing the damage they're doing, absolutely incredible. But I do know this. OBJ will tease his former teammate and say, don't forget, we're tied, but I missed a few games my rookie year. If I'd played those games, I'd be way ahead of you.
They run again with Jennings. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Manning to throw. And he's hit and taken down. Eli's sacked. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less than a field goal attempt for him.
They go play action here on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. The left side completion to Jones. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who'll come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Jennings. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. They fake the handoff. Now Manning on the move to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Jennings. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got time. And he never shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Ryan on second down. Jones has it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them? Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Throwing now is Manning. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know, pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Throwing is Manning on third down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Backing up. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. Another pistol look here. Manning the throw on second down. He's going to loft one. Deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Eli's going to throw, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a two-point try. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Freeman, the lone man, in the backfield. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Getting it out left side to Sanu. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Ryan going for, that's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
To throw forward is Ryan. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Rainey to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Shift together here from the D-line. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard.
For the defense, today has been that day.